You're an artist, a musician, a content creator, blogger, writer, anything creative. There's all types of new ways for a person to make money on the internet in cryptocurrency. I'd like to tell you about it. Let's get into it.
Lock your wallets, take your profits.
Welcome to Cryptonomics, Principles of Cryptocurrency and Investing. I'm still out here in Santiago de Chile. You probably can't see in the background, but there's the Andes in the backdrop. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for pressing like, pressing subscribe, checking out the description, connecting with me on all social media. It's much appreciated. Thanks for being a crypto bro. I wanted to talk about content creation in cryptocurrency. So there's a number of platforms that have popped up over the last 3 years or so where people can publish their content and get paid for it. So it's a real boon for a lot of artists out there. If you're an artist and you remember that first day that somebody actually paid you $1 for something that you've created with your own hands, that is a special day. Cryptocurrency is going to introduce a lot of people to that, so I think it changes the atmosphere. First one of these sites that I want to mention is Steemit.com. It's based on the Steem blockchain, and Steemit is basically a blogging platform, so it's very similar to Medium. And when you get on there and you get a post that becomes popular, people press upvote and you make money from it. And you can also make money just by upvoting people's stuff. It's called curation. So you get rewarded for finding content before it gets popular. So you can publish all kinds of content on there. You can go on and start blogging and writing articles. You can publish your YouTube videos on there. But there's also a number of ancillary platforms which are based on the Steem blockchain. So there's things like DTube, where you can post videos. So it's like Steem's answer to YouTube. It's called DTube because it's decentralized tube. It's not anything obscene.
My daddy watching television.
Oh, excellent.
And there's also Dmania for posting memes. It's similar to 9gag. And then there's DSound, the answer to SoundCloud. So you can post your podcasts on there and also songs. There's also some other things like Utopian, which is an answer to GitHub. So it's a way for people to get rewarded for posting open source software or open source code. People are building other decentralized apps on Steem. So there's also Steem Monsters, not related to content creation exactly, but it's a kind of Magic the Gathering type trading card game where you battle monsters. Another content creation platform which I think is noteworthy is BitTube. So the site is Bit.Tube. So they have another token, it's called the Tube token. And by watching videos, by publishing videos and getting views on them, you can earn tubes. And this is actually cool for a lot of people who are already on YouTube because they can just go onto BitTube and press a couple of buttons and it'll start automatically importing all of their videos onto the BitTube platform. BitTube is probably the most professional cryptocurrency-based site that I've ever seen. So it looks almost as good as YouTube and feels and works almost as good as YouTube. It's pretty cool. There's some other platforms which I haven't really investigated thoroughly, so things like Narrative and Whale Shares, so they're still developing, but it looks like there's going to be a lot of competition in this space. I had a chat with Master Shaman Hamilton Souther the other day, and he's developing a blockchain project which will also help musicians get paid for their work. Those are the facts. Let's talk about the principles. You know, when I first saw Steemit, I didn't know if it was going to work, but it was still about a month off from the launch date, from the payout date, where people would actually receive their Steem from what they published. And I thought, well, this could be an opportunity. So I could get on there and write something, publish an article once a day, and maybe when the payout comes, I get some money. If it doesn't, all that's happened is I've had the motivation to write a whole bunch of articles and I can use them later for other stuff. So I went ahead and did it, I told my friends about it and they were like, sounds like a scam. But I went ahead and did it anyway. I took a risk because I figured what have I got to lose? As it turned out, the thing really worked and I made quite a lot of money. Then later, those same friends who had said to me that it sounds like a scam, they said, wow, it's easy for you. Was it easy? Was it? Fortunately, there were a few people who took advantage. So when I published an interview with Kenny Palarentano, known as at Kenny's Kitchen on Steemit, and received the payout, I sent him the money, which is about $90. And he said, what? Wait, where's the money coming from? And he jumped on Steemit and started building a community and publishing his videos and articles, a lot of well-researched articles. And that was awesome. And it actually had a big effect on Kenny's life. And then later, my friend Bob Lunn, known as at Boba Fett on Steemit, he started making a whole bunch of videos on DTube, publishing every day and entertaining people with his antics and with his philosophical outlook. So that was awesome. What I'm getting at is, when you're trying to break out of your box, the thing that breaks you out of your box isn't going to look like the same thing that's got you trapped in the box. So you have to be willing to look at opportunities, look at things that are a little bit different. And at first glance, it might seem like a scam. But if somebody tells you they have an opportunity, you know, even when somebody tells me they have an opportunity and I think it's probably Amway and it's probably a whole bunch of overpriced products and the quality control isn't that great anyway. But I will listen to anybody who tells me that they have an opportunity, because it only takes that 1 in 100 for it to be worth it. And the rest of the time, you know, maybe you have a 2-hour conversation with somebody. They tell you about some project that they're fascinated in, and you don't lose anything because you're just having a conversation with them anyway. There are going to be a lot of things like this in the future, things which look very different to what we've seen in the past. And so when Steemit first came out, there were no shortage of people saying it's a scam, and they were asking, where does the money come from? This is impossible. It's unbelievable. I don't understand it. Well, you don't have to fully understand something to take advantage of it. In this case, it was easy for me to assess the risk because I could see all I was going to do was publish a bunch of articles and I wasn't going to lose anything. Of course, every case is different. Well, you have to look at the potential loss compared to what you can possibly gain. You have to be skeptical because there's going to be a lot of scammers coming out in the cryptocurrency space. People are going to tell you some things that are too good to be true and make all kinds of promises and start screaming BitConnect and inviting you to conferences. But some of these things are going to be true. Just like with Bitcoin, when it came out, people were like, that's ridiculous internet nerd money. Turned out to be a great opportunity. So the lesson is, keep your ears open, keep your eyes open, listen, pay attention to what's going on, sniff out the opportunities and try some of them when the potential loss is low. Thank you so much for tuning in to Cryptonomics. Thank you for pressing like, pressing subscribe, being a crypto bro, checking the description, connecting with me on all social media. The important thing is, have a look around you. Notice the beautiful things, notice the natural wonders of life, and stay grateful.